guys and girls, this is Kathleen Bradley, and you are listening to TV Confidential.
Ed Robertson, welcoming you back to TV Confidential, radio talk show about television. Always happy to welcome back our friend Ruta Lee. Ruta Lee, one of the grand dames of Hollywood. Ruta Lee has been as busy as ever this past year. She has been taking audiences on a tour of her stage and screen career with her musical show, Consider Your Ass Kissed, including a sold-out performance earlier this summer at the Debbie Reynolds main stage at the historic El Portal Theater in North Hollywood. The event that night was a fundraiser for the Thalians. The Thalians, a nonprofit organization that Ruta Lee started more than 60 years ago, along with Debbie Reynolds, and to which Ruta has tirelessly dedicated herself ever since. Every year at their annual Christmas gala, the Thalians honor a member of the entertainment industry with their annual Mr. Wonderful Award. Ruta Lee recently announced this year's recipient of the Mr. Wonderful Award. She will tell us who that is in just a second. In the meantime, we began our conversation by telling Ruta Lee, I told you last time I chatted with you that I had just picked up a station down here that covers LA as well as Palm Springs, Long Beach, etc., etc. They gave me a second time slot, so I'm now heard in drive time twice a week, which is good.
Well, consider your fanny kissed, right, Lopez?
It's good for me and it's good for you, especially when you have events down here that you want to promote.
Yes, exactly. And how lovely.
So,
I'm so pleased for you. I'm pleased for all the listeners because you are such a wonderful addition to everybody's life. You always bring people on board that have kind of fun and interesting things to say, and you're sharing that information with a big audience, so God bless you.
Well, as I like to say, I position my show as a 2-hour break from the news. You know
how well put that is.
Yeah, because look, I mean, there are far more important things in perspective, but sometimes you need something that you can turn to where you could just turn your brain off and just enjoy visiting with people such as Ruta Lee, who bring us joy.
God bless you. That is so nice. Well, we're covering a beautiful territory. Southern California is I had determined a long time ago the place where God lives. and I think I'm right, because within an hour, no matter where you are, you can have the snow, you can have the mountains, you can have the desert, you can have the beach. It's fabulous.
Yeah, well, as your dear friend Fritz Coleman once told me when he visited my program, there's no weather in the sense that other than occasional stretches such as, you know, earlier today where we have some marine layer, the temperatures are pretty much constant. So it enables you, especially for the film industry, it enables you to create the mountains and the snow and this and that. And it's a reason why a lot of people like living here.
You know, you mentioned something that has me a little bit worried that I'll share with everybody, and that is that we are letting our production of film, television, whatever, mostly it's film or tape, get out of the country where, I mean, it's great that we can have other places, whether it's Louisiana or Nevada or whatever, but we're losing production here in Southern California, and our industry is coming to a standstill, which scares the hell out of me.
Well, I've been down here about 15 years now, Ruta, and the longer I'm down here, the more entrenched I am, not only with friends of mine who are actors in the industry, but friends of mine who work in other aspects of the entertainment industry,
Sure.
behind the scenes, craft services, stuff like that. And the longer I'm down here, the more I really appreciate when things like that happen. You know, even though I don't work in the entertainment industry per se, I just talk to people like you.
Darling, you are the entertainment industry. You may not work in it.
But the point is, when I hear stuff like that and it affects people I know, I feel it a little bit more, if that makes sense.
Well, I, of course, being the age that I am now, 90, I'm not working nearly as much as I used to when I was a young leading lady. And so I'm not quite as involved, except for, like you said, the grips and the electricians and the carpenters and the police guards and everybody that works. It affects the entire industry, and of course that affects the grocers, and it affects the plumbers and everybody else. And I want to bring it back to California.
Well, the first step with everything is creating awareness, which vehicles like my program is one step in that direction. But you mentioned, okay, you may not appear on stage as often as you once did today, but you're still very active behind the scenes, particularly with organizations that are near and dear to you, such as the Thalians. I mean...
Oh, bless you for talking about that, Ed. We just did, for, in fact, my 90th birthday. We celebrated it because, first of all, I don't like birthdays, and I especially hate that na-na-na-na-na-na song, you know. But isn't it amazing that we live in a country that has some of the best songwriters in the world, and we can't come up with a better birthday tune than that piece of crap that we listen to, that becomes a happy bar mitzvah, happy first communion, happy anniversary, happy everything, you know. But anyway, we celebrated my birthday, and I said the only way to face my 90th is to work my way through it. So I did a benefit, including our wonderful Fritz Coleman, as a guest star, and Ann Jillian and Joanne Worley, and all kinds of wonderful people that performed for me at the El Portal Theater here in Burbank. And what a fabulous way that was to raise a few dollars. And one fabulous, wonderful lady, Madeline Gustin, decided the best way for me to celebrate my birthday was for her organization to give the Thalians $90,000 in honor of my birthday. Now that is one hell of a birthday gift.
I was in the audience that night, Ruta, and I don't think it's a stretch to say that was a showstopper.
I mean, stop and think how fabulous, what a wonderful gift that is. And I just got another wonderful gift from another great lady that we all know in this world, and that is Mrs. Jean Autry. Jackie Autry just called me this morning and said she was sending $25,000 to the Thalians. And of course, the Thalians was Hollywood for mental health, and it still is. But we have now kind of focused on our returning veterans, those beautiful young men and women that put their lives on the line for us in whatever hellhole in the world we send them to, and they're willing to die for America. And then they come back home either damaged in some way physically or some way mentally, and sometimes they fall through the cracks. So we joined up with UCLA's Operation Mend, and OpMend heals the broken and fractured bodies of our beautiful young men and women who are injured, and we Thalians are trying to heal the broken and fractured mind. And so we take care of people the best way we know how, and our group raises money the best way we know how. And thank God for people like your listeners who, if they have an extra buck or two, can just go to the Thalians, THALIANS.org, not .com, but .org, and send us, whether it's $1 or $100 or $100,000. It'll be most welcome and most well used by our returning veterans.
Ruta Lee is on the line with us. Ruta Lee, one of the grand dames of Hollywood, and a true force of nature in the very, very best sense of the word. Ruta Lee, also chairperson emeritus of the Thalians, the non-profit organization that Ruta started more than 60 years ago, along with her dear friend Debbie Reynolds. And as Ruta just mentioned, the Thalians is the first Hollywood charity dedicated to the treatment of mental health patients. They now help our veterans and the families and loved ones of our veterans through their partnership with UCLA's Operation Men. If you want to support the Thalians in any way, thethalians.org, thethalians.org.
Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
One more item. If you're starting a company, particularly one that is in an emerging market, you know that averting any sort of legal dispute is crucial to your business plan. Our friends at Tectonic Law offer an array of services that can help you avoid and preempt future litigation while also developing and protecting your intellectual property and intangible assets. Tectonic Law serves the needs of a host of emerging industries throughout California and beyond, including industrial designers, beverage makers, artists, farmers, retail stores, health practitioners, wellness experts, cosmetics manufacturers, nonprofit organizations, innovators in sustainable practices, and libraries. Go to tectoniclaw.com to learn more about how Tectonic Law can help your business thrive. tectoniclaw.com. Rock solid representation for groundbreaking industries.
This portion of TV Confidential is brought to us by our friends at Front Porch Realty, the community of realtors in the Northern Bay Area of California that is committed to finding the solution that is best for their clients. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to sell or lease your property in Northern California, call Karen Strain at 415-886-7411 or visit frontporchrealtygroup.com for more information on how they can help you.
Ed Robertson thanking you for listening to the TV Confidential podcast. If you like what you hear, please hit the subscribe button so that you won't miss our next episode.
Hi, this is Barbara Hale. You're listening to TV Confidential.
My name is Mason. I'm an attorney. I represent Leona Walsh.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. I won't be staying long.
Well, how can I help?
Do you know Leona Walsh?
Yes, we've met.
Every year at their annual Christmas gala, the Thalians honor a member of the entertainment industry with their annual Mr. Wonderful Award. This year's recipient of the Mr. Wonderful Award will be Neil Sedaka, and Neil will receive the Mr. Wonderful Award at the annual holiday gala for the Thalians, which will take place Saturday, December 6th at the Bel Air Country Club. The evening will also include a special appearance by the one and only Ann Jillian, speaking of which. Tickets and more information, thethalians.org. You can also follow Ruta.lee.com, as well as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. What's the backstory of the Mr. Wonderful Award? How did the Thalians start that?
Well, God bless her. It was Debbie Reynolds, of course, my dearest sister, not just in charity, but sister by choice in life. And she went to Walt Disney and said, would you please design an award that we could give to wonderful people in our business that not just dazzle us on the screen or stage with their performances, but that dazzle us with their philanthropic performances as well. And every year we selected somebody wonderful to honor in our business, and this year we selected the wonderful Neil Sedaka. Now, I think that I'm going to present him the award with some sort of a tale attached to it, and that is, remember I was talking about can't we get a better birthday song? Maybe I'll ask Neil Sedaka, who is one hell of a good songwriter, to write a special birthday song. But Neil Sedaka is not just a wonderful performer, but a fabulous gentleman, too. And he's been part of our industry for a lot of years. And speaking of wonderful people in the business, Ann Jillian, who happens to be of Lithuanian descent, as am I. So we are truly sisters. I had dinner with her last night, and our president, Frank Churchill, and all we could do was just bless our fabulous nation, America, for providing a home for all of us. We're all so blessed to live in this country. We don't realize how lucky we are until we go other places. And there are beautiful places in this world, but nothing is as wonderful as our own blessed United States. But anyway, Ann Jillian is going to sing and dance and do whatever it takes, and so will Neil Sedaka. So I invite everybody to tune into thalians.org and get information on how to get a ticket to this wonderful event.
Yes, the event will take place Saturday, December 6th at the Bel Air Country Club in L.A. Thalians.org for tickets and more information. You can follow Ruta Lee, rutalee.com, as well as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Two things. One, working backwards. Ann Jillian was also one of the people who shared. The great thing about your 90th birthday show, Ruta, was even though everyone was there for you, you didn't make it about you. You shared the stage with a lot of people. And Ann Jillian was one of the people you shared the stage with. And she performed a couple of numbers, and this is a long setup for a question. If you'll excuse me. I was talking to a friend of mine about how if you don't use certain gifts that you have,
right,
you lose the ability to perform, to do that gift. Now, both you and Ann can still hit the high notes. And I was in the audience that night, so I'm speaking the truth. You and Ann both hit the high notes, so you still practice your ability to sing as we speak.
Well, you know, darling Ed, most of the television viewing audience doesn't know what a terrific performer, stage performer, meaning singing, dancing, etc., Ann Jillian is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we saw her in her series. We saw her in all the movies that she did for television. She didn't really get to sing in all of those things. And she is a fabulous performer. And, of course, has legs that go all the way up to her neck, you know. She's got a great figure. She was sort of giving up the business for a while. She became a mommy. And she has a fabulous young son, and she's now a grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
She just had her second grandchild, but she can still really shake the rafters with her voice, and she's wonderful. She started a great Broadway musical called Sugar Babies,
mm-hmm,
with Mickey Rooney,
mm-hmm,
and Ann Jillian. God bless them all. Oh, everybody's gone in this world that I loved. Oh, anyway. She will be part of our fabulous Christmas event. And what a great way to start the Christmas season, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And such a great way. And know that your dollars, and they're not the high dollars, are going to such a worthwhile cause to help our veterans. So I do invite everybody. Thank you, Ed, for talking about it and bringing the subject up.
Ann Jillian will be performing at the Thalians annual holiday gala, which will take place Saturday, December 6th at the Bel Air Country Club here in L.A. Neil Sedaka will be honored that night with the Thalians annual Mr. Wonderful Award. Tickets and more information, thalians.org, thalians.org. Ruta Lee, chairperson emeritus of the Thalians, is on the line with us. Take a quick time out. We'll talk some more of Ruta Lee when we come back here on TV Confidential.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-239-0201. 800-239-0201. That's 800-239-0201.
Now you can get generic Viagra shipped to your door for about $2 a pill. Get the same impact for less. Call Steelman Pills now and get the same blue pill for about $2 a pill. Call now for the 50-pill special and save even more. Plus, get a free bonus.
800-932-2613. 800-932-2613. That's 800-932-2613.